Hey guys, welcome to tonight's episode where we are talking about controversial topics. Anyways, you guys, so basically I'm just gonna be talking about controversial topics that are kind of relationship related. I just looked up a couple questions that I feel would be good to talk about, and yeah. So, anyways, the first one is love at first sight. Do you believe in love at first sight? Personally, I don't know. I don't believe in it for myself. I don't think that I would ever fall in love with someone at first sight, I definitely would want to get to know the person. So I personally don't really believe in it, but I believe it's possible for other people, if you know what I'm saying. I don't think it's completely not a thing. I don't see myself even falling in love with someone at first sight. I would have to get to know them, and I think it would take time for me to fall in love with them. I don't know, I just don't see someone, I'm oh my gosh, I'm in love with them. I want to marry them. Yeah, I'm not like that, I feel but yeah, I just feel love at first sight is a little I don't know, just not for me. Okay, anyways, the next thing is about age gaps. So depending on the age gap and the person and what they do, obviously girls marry guys because they have money, or guys will marry girls because they have money, and they don't care about the age. Depending on the age gap and the person, and I would never get with an old, no offense, an old guy, and also a guy that would be older than me that I would possibly get with. He would, if he's a little bit older than what you would normally choose, maybe he needs to be athletic and not acting like he's an old guy. What the? There's a hole in my shirt. Where did that come from? It's ripped. What? Oh well, I like this shirt. Anyways, but depending on the age gap, I feel 5 years for me is the max. But again, I feel there's certain people you run into, and they're it could vary for sure, but I would probably I'm not against it for other people, but for me personally, I'd prefer them to be more my age. We relate, we've been raised in the same generation with the same things for the most part, most likely. So I would personally I'm not a huge fan of huge age gaps. But I want the guy to be older than me, of course. I want it to be a little bit older, but not too much older, but I don't care if I don't want him to be younger. I need to be the young one in the relationship. I think even if I found the love of my life, if he was younger than me, I just don't know that it would work. I don't know. There's something about that, and I don't know why. I think it's just a stigma around it, and I personally I don't know. I feel I need to be younger. So yeah. Okay. Personality or looks? Well, I personally feel they are both very important. Looks, I know everyone's oh, looks aren't important. You should go for personality. Well, duh, you should go for personality. But you also have to be attracted to the person. So looks are important. They do you need to be attracted to them. You need to find attraction in them, and also think they have a good personality. Personality is important, but you also need to be oh, attracted, of course. That's you want to be attracted to your husband, your wife, whoever, that's normal. Anyway, sorry, intermediate pause. How do we feel about women proposing? Personally, that is a no for me. I would never propose. If he can't propose to me, then he's obviously not man enough to be my husband. So that is a big no. I would never propose. Now if someone else wants to do that, go for it. That's your choice. But for me, that is a no. I would never propose. He is the guy. He needs to be the man in the relationship, and he needs to propose. Like, that's, you know, if he loves me enough, he would propose. And if he wants me, you know what I'm saying? How do you feel about guys having friends that are girls and like me having friends that are guys? That's like such a tough one because I feel like it's different when, like, okay, I'm friends with his friends that are girls and like as a group we're friends, but when it's like he's friends with them and I don't know them and I don't connect with them, that's where it's like, ugh, I don't know, because also like it's fair for like him to have friends that are girls, like that's fair. Like it's fair for me to have friends that are guys, like they're just friends, like not anything else. But I definitely like see how that could get like that's definitely like a tough one. Like I don't know. That is a hard one cuz it's not fair to be like, "Oh, you can't be with that. You can't hang out with your friend that's a girl because she's a girl." It's like saying, "Okay, like he's best friends with his sister." Think about that. Like he's best friends with his sister and like they're just really good friends, but obviously they're related. You can't be like, "Oh, you can't hang out with your sister because she's a girl." Like that's what I'm trying to prove. But I'm not saying like anything with the sister, but I'm just saying like the point is that hang out with girls, like he should be allowed to hang out with girls. Like that's not really fair for me to tell him. But at the same time, like I also feel like, you know, in the relationship, you don't want him to be like hang out with other girls and like getting attention from other girls and like I don't know, it's definitely like a jealousy thing, I guess. But like it's also valid, like we're not sharing, like it's not an open relationship. So yeah. Okay. Next is, ooh, this is a good one. Lying for your best interest. Let me think of like a scenario. I don't really know, but like that's tough because for me, like honesty, losing my voice and my allergies are so bad. Hang on. All good. Anyways, but for lying for your best interest, like I feel like that's valid in some cases. But like for me, honesty is like so important. I feel like communication is so important. Like I don't know, that's not really a thing. But like in an example that I would be like, oh, whatever. Like okay, he's lying because he's trying to have like a surprise party for me or something. Like I mean that's not really like lying, but like you know what I'm saying. Anyways, it's like that's completely different. But like lying about like, oh, I went out last night, like that's completely different too. I don't know. But if it's lying for your best interest, like I'm more okay with that. But like when I think of it like lying for your best interest, I think of it as like, okay, he's protecting me from something. So like what if he's getting himself into trouble and he doesn't want to tell me because you know, like he doesn't want to get me in, I don't know. Like that's what I'm thinking of in that case, I guess. But it's like more real for that. So like, but I'm not a huge fan of that. I don't know. It just it depends on like the person, the scenario, everything like varies. But normally I would rather just be honest, like just tell me like I don't care. Like I'm not gonna judge. I might a little, but like I'm not gonna like be completely like, oh, you know, it's I don't like I'd rather you just tell me. Like I'd rather know and be communicating well and just like that would make me happier than just hiding it from me. Okay. So next, first impressions. I personally feel like first impressions are really important. But you know how like people will go through relationships and they'll like be with someone and then they'll break up. It just wasn't like the right time or the right place, you know? So I feel like first impressions, no, that's not like the same thing, but like first impressions are important. But also like, yeah, first impressions are always important. Sorry, I'm like thinking about this at the same time. But I do think first impressions are always important. Like that's how you that's how they remember you and that's how they what they know you from. Like that's what they know about you. Like how you introduce yourself and how you like first meet them. Like what they remember you, however you introduce yourself or however you meet them, like that's what they remember you for. Like when your name comes up, that's what they're gonna think of. So yeah, that is important, honestly. Okay, so the next one, like leading out of like the first impression, saying right place, wrong time. I do think that's totally real, and I believe that like literally you can be like in the wrong place of your life, or you can be, wait, no, now I'm confused. Right place, wrong time. You can be in the, anyways, it can be like all just, I can't figure this out. My brain's not functioning. But like, you can definitely be not in the right place at the right time. Like that doesn't always, like I think there's definitely like sometimes you need to give it time and like come back to the relationship. Like after you've, because like you need to make sure yourself is doing good before you can get into a relationship and help. Like in a relationship, you're fueling each other, but like you need to make sure you're fueled before you try to, you're also fueling the other person. You know what I'm saying? Kind of. Another thing is long distance relationships. I don't know, there's something about like I want a long distance relationship. Like why? I don't know. But like it sounds kind of fun. So like, oh my gosh, like I'm going to fly to meet my boyfriend, like, or because then you're like excited to see them all the time, and when you do get to spend time with each other, like, I don't know, there's something about that that just seems more like real life. Like when you're in a long distance relationship, that's like how life goes. Like, you know, they'll travel, you'll travel for work and different things, and like you still, like, I don't know, it seems like a closer bond even though you're further apart, you know. I don't know, but as long as it's like a trusting long distance, like the person obviously can't be cheating while you're like long distance, but in my opinion. But yeah, um excuse me. Okay, pets during relationships. Like, okay, I feel like that's a terrible idea, because if you break up, like who gets the pet? And I'm just personally not a huge pet person. Pets aren't my thing. But yeah, pets like during a relationship is a big no, because then like, okay, you get married and you still have your pet with your ex, and like that just doesn't work. I feel like, I mean, you can make it work, but if it doesn't work out and you both want the pet, I don't know what to tell you. So I say that's a no. All right, and going through phones. Ooh, that's like, I feel like, okay, you should be allowed to go like through each other's phones, but like you're gonna find something that you don't want to see. Like that's bound to happen. Like either way, no matter what, if I have nothing to hide, like he's gonna find something in my phone that I'm just not comfortable with him seeing, or like a text or something. Like that's just bound to happen, like either way. But like going through each other's phones, like I think you should be, like it shouldn't be like, oh, you can't go through my phone kind of thing. But I don't think you need to be like, yeah, we're gonna go through each other's phones like regularly either. But I don't know, that's like also just like an annoying one, because like you should be able to go through each other's phones if you're in a relationship and like you're trusting. It should be fine. But like also that's their space and you need your space too. And like I feel like our phones are so involved in our lives now that like it's just like a part of us. Like, but then again, you shouldn't be hiding stuff. So I don't know, that's, you know. Okay, well anyways, thanks guys for watching this video. Come back for the next one. Comment ideas if you have any, because I need some more ideas for like videos. So yeah, I love making them because it's just fun. But I need some more ideas, people. Give me some more ideas. Have a good night. See ya. Bye.